Hey, it's Scott and Rita with Cosmic Dialog 48, and we're going to get started, and we don't know what's going to happen. So, all right, we've been talking about our audience, and we've been talking about all sorts
We're
of stuff.
talking about ourselves.
Oh, we've been talking about our pity parties for ourselves and all the things that we're resistant to and consciousness, and I feel like I've had like a slightly preachy coaching session with Rita, which I didn't really intend to have, but hopefully I made it.
Because I've been whining. So then we realized our audience is probably getting bored out of their minds. So we thought we'd go ahead and serve them for a change.
Yeah, we're going to take our minds off of our earthly, crazy chatter and maybe get in touch with some essence of our audience. So I had the thought, just because I am not in good practice and I have different ways of being in this whole idea of clairvoyance and channeling. This is a little practice I'd like to sort of practice, and I see what comes through for me. For me, it's different. I don't let people talk to me, or they talk to me, but I don't let people speak through my mouth. It's kind of like thoughts that come through. And
in my experience, those are really right on when you are allowing it to happen.
Cool. Yeah. It's kind of, people might label it like claircognizance or hearing voices. That's kind of fun. I don't necessarily hear voices. I hear feelings like that, and then an intuitive thought just comes in of what I need to talk about or what I need to say. So, yeah. How have you gotten ready, Rita, in the past? I feel like I need your guidance. So.
Oh, I feel like I also, it's a claircognizance that I am translating feelings. And so I just let it be a steady flow of that translation happening. So they're not exactly like, I mean, they're kind of using my mouth, but it's still just me translating the feelings that I feel. And I could be mistranslating at times. I don't feel totally confident that I understand the language completely yet. But what I hear you saying is that you need a little bit more of a separation to keep you solid in that exchange. And in my conversations with you, when you feel like something is coming through, it does then land with me in a feeling state.
Okay, I think that does make sense. Yeah, a little bit of a...
That's how I know it's something that you're intuiting rather than just something in your head.
Okay. Yeah, the thing that like is coming through right now, I'm getting kind of a nice little cooling sensation between my shoulder blades, and also this idea of a little tingling coming down my body, kind of like a little light. It's a cool light. It's kind of like bluish and coolish, like a shower, and a little shower of comfort. And so I want to just sort of feel that shower of comfort, kind of a shower of blue turning to white comfort that just sort of goes around my body. Kind of reminds me that my cells are here with me, but they're also going somewhere else. The whole idea of, quantum, the quantum world, when our atoms disappear and reappear as they do.
You just switched. You just switched.
I just switched to the mind.
Mm-hmm. My whole nervous system was like recalibrating.
All right. Well, I'll just go back into the feeling. Right. I was a little teachy. But yeah, this whole like feeling of like white light that kind of just cools you. It's like almost minty feeling throughout your cells. Um, Kind of coming through for me. And just the idea of thoughts. The idea of thoughts as magic. Um, Not magic maybe like we know it. The idea of thought as that cooling wave of being, that almost crystally activating thoughts. Now I'm getting that back again. That little cooling going down my sacrum. So it's kind of an invitation I'm feeling. And when I say the word invitation, that really makes my body light up. An invitation to join this feeling more, and an invitation to kind of like this whole cool the planet, cool the mind, and get it into our body that this cooling energy is what heals. That there's it's a different kind of dimensional pathway. It's new. It's something newly discovered, is this cooling wave. And they're able to use this. Our audience is able to use this cooling wave, and it's to resonate inside our bones, inside our cells. And yeah, I'm like still feeling coolness in my hips and my knees and everything right now. That it's a different place I haven't been. It's like raising my vibration is one thing, but this feels completely different. It's like a whole body like cooling that comes from somewhere else. It's a white-like energy, white and blue stimulating each other back and forth. Now the cooling is going down to my ankles and my feet. Like this Vicks vapor rub of healing. Maybe that's the image they want to feel this like when your mother puts the Vicks on your stomach. But this is more throughout my whole body, my cells. So I have a feeling that our audience wants to tell us that it's not just about going to these higher vibrations like we say in the world. It's not about going away from the lower and going up to the higher. It's about tapping into this extra newness. Like we can find a new way. Like we have to find a new way to kind of heal ourselves, heal our planet, heal other people. And this is something that they just found recently. It's new, and we get to be the ones to see if it works. This blue-white cooling healing shower that gets to come down on us and through us. It's a different kind of resonance. I feel like my body's not vibrating the same way. It's not vibrating in those ways that I know, or the intellectually I know about brain waves or anything like that. Now the white healing tingly is kind of like in like a little field around my body and in my body. And I think they're also telling me this is something that to do with, because the thought just came right in about that idea of like that time travel we did. That, yeah, this is really validating. The idea of appearing and reappearing in time. That this is a new way to appear and reappear in time. To shift even ourselves. It's more about ourselves out of a time space so that we can feel not just getting out of our ego and out of our head, but no, we have to go to a different place. It's that new place, that blue light, blue tingly, Vicks minty coating. Yeah, and I feel like my whole body's like being just in this sludge of cool, minty, watery. It might stick to me, but it's okay that it's sticking to me. It's hugging me and holding me. Different than forcing my vibration higher. What are you feeling as I say this, Rita?
Well, as you started, I could feel my nervous system just like settling down and letting some things go that didn't need to be in it. And it's cooled off outside. The clouds have covered the sun a little bit. I feel a little chill. And it sort of explains that tingly feeling I get sometimes in my scalp. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that minty blue would explain that. And that's become an indicator to pay attention of whatever thought comes through when I feel that in my scalp. Whatever feeling there is for me to interpret into words or into a thought. Yeah, it was just a nice settling down of the nervous system, which I think is really needed for everybody. Just settle down.
I also got a big vision of an event of thumping. That's like a thumping kind of event. And I don't know what that is, but the kind of feeling and vision that just like popped through all of this was, this is the key to getting through a calamitous kind of thing that may happen. Because that's the image is like a thump. It's like a hard hit thump of caution. That's the caution. It's like this hard hitting thump caution. And like when someone hits the ground, or when a ball hits the ground, or something like that, it's like it's a thumping.
Yeah, so you're not talking about a like a drum circle or something. You're talking about a wake up.
No, yeah, this is a wake up. This is an event. This is a. I'm just going to be authentic. I know that I could shift into my brain and start talking about it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, this is like a thumping event of proportions. It's psychological. It's somewhat physical. But like coating ourselves in this tingly, it's almost like this tea tree oil tingly. By coating ourselves with this tingly feeling, that event gets to happen outside of us, away from us. or we witness it, but it's not here for us. So, it's almost like we have there's a different cellular matrix that responds differently. Like it will respond differently to impacts. It will respond differently with the world. It will respond differently with the energy of two things coming together. There's an ease. There's not an impactful, lightning kind of thumping of energy between you and another object. That's another thing too. Now, yeah. Because in my body, I kind of feel like my whole sacrum now is expanding. Like there's a ball there that's cushioning too inside this tingly feeling.
As you were saying that, I felt like we were going to be bouncing up at the moment the impact hit, so we wouldn't feel that because we were just off the ground at that moment, and we could land again, but we wouldn't feel that jarring impact that it had.
Yes, that's what I'm feeling too. So, I wonder if Rita, if right now, this kind of comes to me, maybe what might do you feel up to, like, just briefly seeing what our audience is saying to us? I am getting the feelings, but would you want to do that?
I can give it a try.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll talk a little bit so that I'm on the video so that Rita can get ready. But yeah, still stay in this sort of mind frame of this experiment. And so let me know when you're ready by just saying something.
They don't feel the need.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
They just, in my dream, they didn't feel the need to speak much either. So, I guess, any thoughts? Because we don't know what would happen in this session.
Yeah. It's just a reminder to allow our physical bodies to be here the way they're meant to be here, which is as a mechanism to learn and express and grow, and to stop ignoring and stop overriding everything that's already right here.
Yeah, at the same time too, I got the feeling of newness. I got the feeling that this was something very new. So in my body and in the messages that kind of came to me, that I felt like this was, and now I'm feeling it again, like in my rib cage and my back. So this whole confirmation that this is a new kind of thing.
And yet you had to get there through your body.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm feeling like this is a new thing in their realm as well. It's a new uncovering. So this whole idea of the source and where this, blue, white, tingly, vibrational feeling comes from. It's not the same as traditional ways. Maybe it's also something that because we have changed and our earth has changed, I'm not sure. But it's also new for the spirit realm. So maybe it's also, oh, this is such a gift to like feel. I don't, if I say gift, they go away.
Mm. No, I feel like they're enjoying watching what's happening. Like they feel there's been an impact from them, and it's gone. That impact has also been a benefit because they've gotten to watch how it's affected our spirit bodies. Like they can see what you're describing
Yes.
and feel it also.
They can feel it. They don't feel it the same way that we do because they're not in flesh. But they can see that in ways that we can't. Does that make sense? I don't
Yeah, I think you underestimate what they can feel though.
know. Okay.
They have more senses.
Yes. Mm. But the word gift is not accurate. And when I said that right now, the rush of cooling just went through me. The word gift is not accurate. What it is, I'm not. I'm just told not to analyze. So, yeah, so maybe this has been really cool because all I did was get quiet and sort of like open up to listen and let my body sense something new. And then the messages came through that this was something new.
I'm also noticing that the birds are right outside my window just chirping away now, and they weren't before. I have this feeling like right in my chest of it's tightness, but it's like it's being attended to. And I don't have to, be concerned about it. Yeah, because it's being witnessed. It's being, it's being tended to.
The air around me is still, much more still. I have a fan going. But yet I feel that the air around me is still, but I feel that quality, that kind of tingly, minty quality of it. Just like it can kind of like move around you. So while the air is still, which is really fascinating to me. I'm wondering what our friend Vivian is also feeling right now. That thought just came right into my mind.
Me too, right now. Yep. I had the same thought.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. Well, she will see this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Anything else you want to say today? This is very new for us. Oh my gosh, this is totally new. This is not our typical dialogue.
No, so much for consistency.
Yeah.
I think no, I think this was a good experiment.
Good. All right. Thank you, Rita.
Yeah, thank you.